your 21 Alive First Alert forecast.
Wildfire smoke returns to the area and the worst conditions are expected throughout the day today. So if you're part of one of those sensitive groups, limit that time outdoors just for today. We should see some improvements as we go throughout the weekend. And you can even tell with mostly sunny conditions right now, it doesn't really appear to be so because you can see where that layer of smoke is at in the sky, and especially when you get closer towards both sunrise and sunset, you can definitely tell. You might have realized it last night, just the red hues along the sun during the sunset, and it was fairly easy to look at as well as the sun was going down. That was partially due to that wildfire smoke starting to roll in. Now, what can we expect as we head into the weekend? Well, more of this, at least in terms of the temperatures. 72 degrees. It is much cooler. Feels much more comfortable, not much humidity to talk about. So it'll be a very nice weekend to enjoy, but we do want to keep an eye out on the air quality thanks to the wildfire smoke. So all northeast Indiana counties included in that air quality alert throughout the rest of the day today because of the wildfire smoke that's in the air. And really the majority of the Midwest, especially the farther west that you go. So if you plan on going anywhere else this weekend, even down to Indianapolis or especially out towards Chicago, that's probably where some of the worst air quality is at. And just in terms of where those numbers are at, we're sitting somewhere between the unhealthy for some groups to just the general unhealthy for the majority of people. Somewhere in that range is pretty much where most of the Midwest will settle. Now, again, there are some areas where it's not as bad, but right now for us, we're pretty much sitting right along that line between where it's unhealthy for some to unhealthy for most. So just keep in mind, limit that time outdoors if where you're at the air quality is bad, and you can definitely start to realize it, especially if you're in one of those sensitive groups. Really, outside of that, it's going to be a very nice weekend to enjoy. You really won't have to worry about much, and that smoke should start to funnel its way out, especially as we get in towards the end of the weekend and into the start of next week. And a lot of the heavier smoke will stay well to our north and west. So should not have to worry about it for much longer, but do keep in mind, at least throughout the rest of the day today, that it can potentially impact how you're feeling outside if you are part of one of those sensitive groups. So for tonight's Tin Caps game, another very cool night. Temperatures, the low 70s by the time we start the game, even by about 9 p.m., getting towards the end of the game, dropping down into the mid to upper 60s. Might even want, dare I say, a jacket for this first day of August tonight. You might, because especially after the last few days of 80s and 90s, it'll definitely feel much cooler outside as we go throughout the rest of the night. And really, that will be a theme that we see overnight. Those temperatures really dropping, temperatures staying in the afternoons between about the upper 70s to low 80s. So a little bit below average, very comfortable, mostly sunny skies both days. That wildfire smoke will linger around, but should be on the way out as we get towards the end of the week. And again, just take a look at some of these morning lows. As we head throughout the weekend, morning lows we could see drop down as low as about the 50s. So you'll definitely probably want a jacket if you're outdoors at any point during the overnight hours or early morning throughout the next few days. We'll be back up into about the mid 60s by the middle of next week. That will come with temperatures that will start to pick themselves back up towards the low to mid 80s by the middle to end of next week. But overall, a very dry and a little bit below average forecast. We will get a seasonal back towards about Wednesday, but for now, let's just enjoy what'll be a very nice, very calm next few days.
I think everyone's going to have a good weekend, hopefully weather-wise. Thank you so much, Michael. In news about